Hello?
Hi.
All right.
Um, I'm here with Andy Heck Boyd, artist, video maker, um, writer. How's it going?
Not too bad.
Uh, that's good to hear. I hope this records because I'm using a toolbar for Internet Explorer to record this.
Hmm. Uh, I think, yeah, or the other way is, it's kind of another way is like, record it with a video camera and then extract the audio after. It's not as good quality, but hopefully this works.
Yeah. Okay, so your new book is out,
Yep.
video artist.
Yes.
You mind telling the audience what that may be about?
Sure. It's, I think it's about 40 or 50 pages, so it's a short book. And it's, basically, um, like my daily, well, it's an autobiographical semi. I kind of exaggerated some stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's about my daily life on the internet, and kind of like I write down. Well, the story is basically, well, there is no story, but it basically um goes over my visits on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, and constantly going back and checking them for updates. And I thought it'd be really funny to get really uh, in depth with the obsession with people. I think a lot of people are probably like that on the internet, but that's what the book's about. And it's also about a guy who's, a video artist, and he spends all his time on the computer.
Mm-hmm. Um, so your last book, UFO New,
Yep.
they put out. I read
Oh
that.
yeah.
It was interesting. Um, Now a question I have about the writing style is it's a lot of kind of short, uh, kind of fragmented things with um like text art
Yeah.
in between. Is the text art part, is that something that you do afterwards or just during it?
I do it during it, and there's basically little to no editing during the whole process. I, yeah, I basically just kind of, it's a stream of consciousness type approach, and
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of make it up the whole story as I go along. Um, I don't really consider myself an actual, like writer, um, so I don't have to follow the rules of other writers, I don't think.
Okay. Um, what, what if you were to kind of describe to someone what your books are like?
Yeah.
What would you say?
Um, they're I get I think it's hard for me to stick with a book because um just the words and the paragraphs, they look kind of boring to me. And this is how I would like to read books, kind of like a visual uh aspect to the reading part. And they're basically books for people who don't like to read, um because I like to read, but I don't read often, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a rare occasion when I get into a book. Um, but the style is there's lots of colons, semicolons, all the little
Mm-hmm.
asterisks and little symbols on the keyboard, and it's kind of a chaotic look to the pages, but I intermingle like the story in there, and
Yeah.
so. Um, but yeah, just that's kind of it. And uh,
Well, I would describe to someone if I had to say like what I would think it would be like. I'd say it's like a cross between E. E. Cummings and horse ebooks.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I lost the question. I forgot what I was talking about. But
No,
that's
that's all right.
that's a good example though. Yeah, yeah. I'm subscribed to the horse ebooks on Twitter, or follow them rather. And E. E. Cummings, yeah, yeah. That's a good way to put it. It's kind of absurd, nonsensical, but not to the point where you don't know really what's going on. If you use your imagination a little bit, you can pick things up pretty easy.
Yeah. Um, so when did you start making art? Is it something that you've always done?
Yeah, I've uh, I've always been creative ever since I was a kid. Uh, I would do little comics and I'd draw stuff like that. And I think the big change where I became really into creating something every day, which is what I do now for the past 20 something years. Uh, I've I was in fifth grade and we had a project due for some class, and I decided I would use my dad's video camera, and me and my friend would um, do our project on the video, and we showed it to the class. We were the few kids who made a video and showed it to the class, a VHS tape,
Hmm.
and the class loved it, and I got the sort of response that hey, maybe I should try to make more art because people seem to like it. So for many, many years, I was trying to be like a filmmaker, uh, and I made hundreds of little home movies throughout high school, um, and I've spent 10 years or so off and on writing, and I've spent the last 2 years painting and making visual art, and spent 6 years doing computer animation. So I'm always doing something.
Okay. Um, your art uh deals a lot with taboos, I'd say.
Yeah.
Do you think that you have any boundaries when it comes to doing art?
Yeah, you know, I don't, well, as far as like boundaries like that are offensive, I don't set out to try to make offensive type art. I, like whatever the subject matter is for my particular project, um, I won't really hold back if it's something I really believe in. Um, but I won't really. There's nothing that I won't talk about. Um, like, but yeah, I mean, I kind of stick with the same themes in my art as you probably have seen,
Hmm.
and yeah, I stick with the big taboos, but I don't know.
Um, how much art do you do a day, like in terms of pieces?
Well, um, I'm kind of obsessive about it. I've always been obsessive ever since like I started making home movies back in uh, like sixth and seventh grade. Um, Whatever free time I have during the day, I'll um work on it until I get tired, basically. And it depends. Sometimes, like if I'm working on paintings, um, if I'm doing kind of simple paintings, I might do 4 to 7 a day. And sometimes I do one if it takes a lot of time. Uh, with the animation, um, I'd basically work as much as I could. Um, per day, but um, just I'm obsessive and I just try to do as much per day as I can. And I'm kind of like a machine, just
Mhm.
can't stop.
And is painting your favorite medium?
Um, at the moment, it is like visual art in general, like like painting, and I do inkjet prints
Hmm.
and yeah, just basically those two. But you know, I would say I've had the most fun I've ever had, and it seems like painting and that visual art type of stuff really comes natural to me, and
Uh-huh.
it's a blast, and people seem to like it. Um, but with like the animation that I've done on YouTube, um, people like those, and I enjoyed doing them, but um, I wasn't getting good feedback, I don't think, because so I had to stop and change paths of art making.
Yeah. I mean, your videos, uh, you know, certainly aren't for everyone. Yet, you actually got banned recently,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was banned for 2 weeks, and I just got my YouTube account back a few days ago, and it was because I was dealing with a taboo subject. The like scat.
You can say it. Daily Shit Report.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure what. Yeah, and yeah, the Daily Shit Report was there. The episodes were basically a picture of a woman that I found very attractive, and it would start off with like I would eat this girl's shit, and then
Mm.
it kind of evolved, and I got more in depth with it and told stories all centered around scat and shit. And for whatever reason, I mean, it's kind of not for everybody, obviously, and it's kind of a taboo thing. But someone, a couple people flagged the videos, and I looked back at the videos because I saved them all, and there was no nudity,
Mm.
and it was just suggestive, I guess. So maybe that's why. But someone else said that maybe it's because, or was it you? I can't remember. I talked to someone, and they said it was like someone looking. Oh yeah, it was someone else, and he said he was some angry guy looking for porn on the internet, and then he found my daily shit report and got pissed
Mm.
and just like
Yeah.
flagged it because they were pissed. But yeah, I got banned and I got my channel deleted back in 2007 too. So this is the second time.
Um. Do you have? Is there anything that Do you have like a dream project? Something like if you had a lot of money
Yeah.
that you'd like to do?
If I had a lot of money, I'd be doing lots of different things. I'd like to try some sculpture and um, I'd like to get if I had lots of money, I would get like big canvases and paint big pictures, and um, you know, uh, I would get like a, a dream that I had. The latest dream that I had was to save up money and get a $1,500 inkjet printer so I could make inkjet art.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I had a hard time coming up with the money. But the biggest dream I've had since I was a kid, excuse me, was to make a feature film. Uh, whether it be in the movies or not. But I would, uh, yeah, love to make like a live action film with actors and props and sets and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, and it would be like it would kind of go in depth with, I guess, the like the things that I'm interested in that I've already explored somewhat in my animations. Um, with like scat and shit and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the public's ready to deal with it.
All right, I have a couple questions left.
Okay.
If there was one person you'd like to meet, alive or dead, who would it be?
Hmm. There's a lot of people. I would have to say the one that comes to mind first. Well, there's two people. I was thinking between William S. Burroughs and Mike Kelly, but I would have to go with Mike Kelly, um, the artist Mike Kelly, who he painted and did writing and movies, and he killed himself a couple years ago. But he was one of my favorite artists, and I think I could learn a lot from him.
Um, um, do you have a favorite piece of art that you've made?
Uh, yeah. The paintings they get cold after a while to my liking. Um, but I'd say with animation, um, my favorite is Menstruation. It's a 47-minute cartoon I made. Um, and I think at the time I hated it when I made it. And since I've watched it, it's the only one of the few films I can watch over and over of my own that I've done, and I'm very proud of actually going through and making a 47-minute cartoon, which is pretty difficult, but that's my favorite, I think.
And your art style, the animation style, um, um, what's that like? Is it like more like stop motion?
Um, well, stop motion is are you thinking of like Nightmare Before Christmas? They call that stop motion animation.
Yeah, well, not like claymation, but you kind of your animations. It's kind of like a limited animation style. Uh,
Like the you mean the uh well, I don't know.
or is it just um? I mean, obviously, it's not you know Disney,
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking
but
about like the inspiration or?
no, just I don't know, just the style of it.
Oh,
Um,
well, I my styles I get inspired by like different artists and cartoons. The biggest um well, the two biggest styles that I was trying to emulate because I'm always trying to emulate some other artist, and I don't try to do like a exact replica of their style, but I just do it from memory and um but I would have to say those two is Paper Rad, um,
mhm.
Art Collective, uh, which they did like flash animation in the 2000s and did bright colors and pop art type stuff. And the other is Bart the General cartoon by
Mhm.
Famicom, that underground horrible Simpsons animations. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but
Yeah, I've seen those.
yeah, I wanted to do a sequel of those, and um, in a lot of my cartoons for a long time, I tried to copy the style in different ways, not just the look, but the timing and the humor and the sound effects, the pacing.
Mhm. I've noticed your cartoons are kind of like comic books, I think, in a way, because you use
Yeah,
speech bubbles.
yeah, that's true. It started because um, I didn't have a microphone to do my audio voices, so um, and I thought the word bubbles looked really cool. And it made animation go faster. So I kind of use that in a lot of my art. Even though I don't really, I like comics as its own thing, but I somehow
Mm.
just kind of copy comics for no reason, sort of.
Um, all right. I think that about does it. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can, I upload art on my website, like paintings and visual art, on, it's part of Tumblr, but it's got its own address. It's andyheckboyd.net. I post all my current art there, like I said, and I have links on the description in that website, so you can go to Amazon, which I've published, self-published the four short books, uh, and they're reasonably priced. They're I think $1.99 for ebooks and $5.95 for on average for the paperbacks. So I mean,
Mm.
you know, I'm not interested in, you know, I'm just I want people to try to, read them and tell me what they think. And so, yeah, if you
Sure.
feel like reading a different story, just, go to my website and check it out.
Absolutely. Well, oh yeah, one more thing is
Yep.
Heck your real middle name?
No, my real middle name is James, and my first name is actually Andrew. But the story behind that is, I I I wanted like a different internet name. And I was just originally supposed to be Heckboyd. I was supposed to drop the Andy and just keep it Heckboyd.
Hmm.
And and all of a sudden, like people that watch my videos and my art, they referred to me as Andy Heckboyd when I just wanted to be Heckboyd, but they just put the whole name together, and it
Hmm.
was kind of spreading, so I just had to stick with it, and I think it's okay. But it's based off this. I got the name from this Looney Tunes cartoon. There was this writer in the credits. His name was Heck Allen. He used to write some of the scripts for the Looney Tunes cartoons and Bugs Bunny and stuff like that. And I thought it was a cool name.
Cool. Well, that's it. Thanks for the interview.
Oh, thanks
Our
for having
first
me.
interview on the show.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks.
hope your endeavors go well.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye.